In this video, we're going to talk about the top 10 most expensive wines ever sold in the world. Before starting, please do like the video and subscribe to The Luxury Lord for further updates. Wine has a long history of use in human culture dating back to the birth of civilization. Wine has always been there whenever there are people, whether the occasion is an intimate get-together or a massive party. Wine has always been present on meals, even when there was no special occasion to celebrate. This video provides information on the wines that have the highest prices in the world. Do you have an interest in learning about the wines that hold the title of most costly in the world? Well, people are either enamored with the idea of owning the most costly wine in the world, or who are simply interested in learning more about it should listen to this. Now, if you want to spend a little bit of extra money on something special or want to impress a dinner guest, adding one of the more expensive bottles of wine to your collection may be sufficient. However, before you go out and spend all your hard-earned money on the world's priciest bottle of wine, you should keep in mind that doing so will set you back an arm and a leg. It would appear that the statement "aged like great wine" not only relates to flavors, but also to the expense of the product. On the other hand, it seems as though their investment capital and capital stability improve with time very much in the same way that their flavor and quality do. The following is a list without further ado of the top 10 most costly wines that have ever been purchased or sold anywhere in the world. Number 10, Chateau Lafite, 1787, $156,450. This bottle of Chateau Lafite from 1787 was found in a basement in Paris 2 centuries after the death of the third president of the United States. After some time in 1985, publisher Malcolm Forbes paid a staggering amount of money, a whopping $156,450, to acquire the bottle that had the president's name etched on it. In order to demonstrate his new product, Forbes put the bottle on display under some halogen lights. As a result of the heat, the cork dried out and fell into the bottle, rendering a historically significant and valuable wine completely worthless. Number 9, Ampoli from Penfolds, $168,000. The actual wine is made by Penfolds, which was the most renowned winery in South Australia, and it is delicious. The bottle does not have the standard form that we are all accustomed to seeing for beverages of this type. Instead, the wine is stored in ampoules that do not have a cork or a screw cap to protect it from oxidation. In point of fact, there is no seal of any kind. The wine can only be consumed by slicing off the tip of the bottle first. Consumers will be accompanied to their destination by senior winery staff members who will assist them with the procedure. Number 8, 1990 Domaine Leroy Mussigny Grand Cru, $224,000. This outstanding wine, which is a true testament to quality and flavor, is widely considered as one of the best in the world. It is also one of the best wines in the world because of its nuanced complexity and incredible rarity. The Domaine Leroy Mussigny Grand Cru from 1990 is priced at $224,000, but it's absolutely worth every penny of that price tag. A costly wine with flavors that cannot be equaled. Number 7, Chateau Margaux, 1787, $225,000. This intriguing bottle, dating back to 1787 and containing the Chateau Margaux wine, bears the name of one of the world's greatest wine enthusiasts, Tom Jefferson. It's true that George Washington, the third president of the United States, bought this bottle while he was representing the country in France. Unfortunately, a waitress at Four Seasons Hotel was the one to knock it over as it was being displayed at a Margaux dinner. It was rumored to be the most expensive wine in the world that was unsold. Number 6, Chateau Lafite Rothschild, 1869, $230,000. Auctioneers in Hong Kong anticipated that it would fetch a reasonable $8,000, but much to their surprise, an unidentified bidder from Asia claimed the winning offer of $230,000. There are a number of people in Asia who are certain that the Chateau Lafite 1869 is one of a kind and very uncommon. Therefore, participants in the auction were prepared to spend a hefty price to acquire one of the most expensive wines in the world. Number 5, Shipwrecked 1906 1907 Heidsieck $275,000. The vast majority of people would consider it ludicrous to pay $275,000 for a bottle of wine. Nevertheless, the story behind this wine is extremely singular and captivating, which helps to justify the cost. During the First World War, a German submarine destroyed a ship that was delivering the wine. As a result, the ship was forced to sink to the bottom of the ocean, where it remained for more than 80 years. The shipwreck was discovered in 1997, and 2,000 bottles were rescued at that time. Number 4, Cheval Blanc, 1947, $305,000. On our list of the most costly wines, the 1947 Chateau Cheval Blanc comes in at a position number 4. It was advertised as the best Bordeaux ever created and sold at auction for the price of $303,375 to an anonymous buyer. As a result of receiving the prestigious Premier Grand Cru Class A level in the classification Saint Emilion wine in the year 2012, Chateau Cheval Blanc is widely regarded as being one of the most prestigious wine producers in the entire world. Number 3, Jeroboam of Chateau Mouton Rothschild, 1945, $310,000. The fact that this bottle of wine originates from the vineyards owned by the wealthiest family in the world explains why it's priced at such an exorbitant amount. It is asserted that a particular vintage of wine is the best one produced in the past 100 years. A bottle of wine that celebrates the victorious end of World War II by the Allied forces. In addition to raspberry, it has notes of mint, dry green moss, vanilla, dry pine needles on dry soil, and dried raspberry. Number 2, Screaming Eagle Cabernet Sauvignon, 1992, $500,000. It is true that the 1992 Screaming Eagle Cabernet was purchased for a price of $500,000, which places it among the most costly wines ever produced. Oakville, California was the location of the bottle's production, while Napa, California was the venue for its sale at auction in the year 2000. The rarity of the bottle is the primary factor driving up its high price. The wine is aged in 60% new oak and not treated in any way prior to being packaged, all of which contribute to the wine's distinctive flavor and high quality. A bottle of unquestionable quality that justifiably holds the title of being one of the most expensive wines in the world. Number 1, Domaine de la Romani Conti Grand Cru, 1945, $558,000. In 2018, the 1945 Domaine de la Romani Conti Grand Cru smashed all prior records when it was auctioned off by Sotheby's in New York and sold for $558,000. Because of the price, it is now the 750-milliliter bottle of wine that holds the title of most costly in the world. It still holds that title to this very day. During the same event, a second bottle was sold at auction for a total of $496,000. The DRC estate produces an average of 6,000 cases each year of this premium wine in order to keep up with the rising demand for it all over the world. As a direct consequence of this, the cost of older vintages has skyrocketed to an all-time high. In addition to this, it is established DRC is the most powerful brand in Burgundy and has the most expensive wine in the world. Our take. In spite of the fact that these wines have seemingly outrageous prices, the vast majority of them are on par with those costs in terms of quality and having fascinating histories. If you can put it to use in a high-end meal or sell it for a profit, purchasing one of the most expensive wines can be a fantastically lucrative investment. What are you holding out for exactly? You should go to the wine shop, which is considered to be among the best wine shops in the United States, and pick out a bottle of wine for yourself. Fine wines, gourmet wines, specialty wines, and wines from all over the world may be found at the nation's most successful wine retailer, The Wine Shop. At the Wine Shop Wine Store, customers have the opportunity to purchase quality wine varietals such as Cabernet Sauvignon, Pierre Noir, Chardonnay, Sauvignon Blanc, Merlot, Zinfandel, and Shiraz Syrah, among others. So what do you think of the video? Let us know in the comment box below. Please also like the video and subscribe to The Luxury Lord for our future updates.